Venture into the heart of Africa, where the Congo Basin conceals more than just lush rainforests and diverse wildlife. It's a realm brimming with enigmas that have both baffled and terrified the world. Are you ready to peel back the layers of mystery? From whispering trees to phantom creatures, each revelation is more intriguing than the last. Dive in, but beware, for what lies within might just challenge your belief in the ordinary. Number 1. The Whispering Trees of the Congo Basin. Unraveling the myths. In the dense, humid air of the Congo Basin, a peculiar phenomenon stirs curiosity and fear alike. The whispering trees. These are not your average trees. They seem to murmur secrets of the ancient forest. But what truth lies behind these whispered tales? Local legends suggest these trees are guardians of the forest, communicating with each other through an unseen network, protecting the land from harm. Scientists, on the other hand, offer a more grounded explanation. They theorize that the whispering is actually the sound of wind passing through the unique structure of the tree's leaves and bark, creating an eerie whisper-like sound. However, some explorers have reported experiencing a feeling of being watched or followed near these trees. They describe a chilling sensation, as if the trees themselves are sentient beings, observing and reacting to their presence. Could there be a scientific basis for this, perhaps linked to the trees? Sensitivity to environmental changes, or is it merely the overactive imagination of weary travelers? The role of these trees in the ecosystem is undeniable. They are a vital part of the Congo's complex biodiversity, supporting countless species of flora and fauna. Their extensive root systems help prevent soil erosion, and they play a crucial role in carbon sequestration, making them unsung heroes in the fight against climate change. Number 2. Mysterious footprints. Tracking unknown creatures. Exploring the legends. The Congo's vast wilderness harbors secrets, including the enigmatic footprints of creatures yet unknown to science. Deep in the muddy banks of remote rivers and hidden under the thick canopy, these footprints have sparked legends that captivate both locals and explorers alike. Take, for instance, the legend of the Mokele Mbembe, a creature said to resemble a dinosaur, lurking in the Congo River's depths. Descriptions vary, but most agree on its massive size and long neck. Eyewitness accounts, scarce and unverified, describe a creature evoking prehistoric imagery. Could these footprints be evidence of a species that has survived the tides of time, hidden in the Congo's vast expanses? Another curious case is that of giant ape-like footprints, fueling theories about an undiscovered primate species. These footprints are much larger than those of known gorillas, leading to speculation about a new species, or perhaps a known one displaying unexpected characteristics. Skeptics argue that these footprints are either misinterpretations of known animal tracks or hoaxes. Yet the consistent discovery of such tracks in remote areas, inaccessible and unexplored, adds a layer of mystery. The thick jungle and limited scientific exploration in these regions mean that verifying these claims remains a challenge. Number 3. The Vanishing Tribes, a Disappearing Act, Investigating the Reality. The Congo is not just home to mysterious flora and fauna, but also to diverse indigenous tribes, some of which are vanishing, enveloped in a shroud of mystery. The disappearance of these tribes raises pressing questions about the impacts of modernization, conflict, and environmental changes. One such tribe is the Bambuti, a pygmy group known for their deep connection with the forest. In recent years, their numbers have dwindled, a result of various factors. Deforestation has robbed them of their traditional hunting grounds. Conflict in the region has forced many to flee their ancestral lands. Additionally, their integration into larger dominant societies has led to a dilution of their unique cultural identity. Then there's the case of the Bayaka, whose mysterious reduction in numbers is often attributed to the encroachment of modern civilization. Roads and urban development fragment their habitat, while logging and mining activities disrupt their way of life. Diseases brought by outsiders and lack of access to healthcare have further endangered their population. The vanishing of these tribes is not just a loss of population, but a fading away of rich cultural heritage and ancient knowledge. These tribes possess an intimate understanding of the Congo's ecosystem, living in harmony with nature in ways that modern societies can learn from. Efforts to preserve these tribes' cultures and livelihoods are underway, but they face numerous challenges. Conservation initiatives must balance the need to protect the environment with the tribes' right to their traditional way of life. Furthermore, political instability and economic interests often overshadow the plight of these indigenous groups. Number 4. Congo's phantom cat, larger than life, analyzing eyewitness accounts. Deep in the heart of the Congo lies a tale as shadowy as the dense forests themselves, the story of the phantom cat, a creature reported to be larger and more formidable than any known feline. This elusive beast, often described as a gigantic lion or a leopard of extraordinary size, has been the subject of numerous eyewitness accounts, yet remains shrouded in mystery. Eyewitnesses often recount seeing an enormous cat, with a muscular build and a coat that glistens in the dappled sunlight of the jungle. Some describe it as a super leopard, with exaggerated features and a ferocity unmatched by its smaller cousins. These accounts frequently come from local villagers and seasoned hunters, people familiar with the wildlife of the Congo, lending a certain credibility to their claims. Skeptics suggest these sightings are exaggerated encounters with known species, perhaps distorted by the fear and awe of coming face to face with a wild animal. Others hypothesize that these stories might be remnants of a collective memory of a now extinct larger species passed down through generations. Despite numerous attempts to capture evidence of this phantom cat on camera, it remains an enigma. The dense jungle provides the perfect camouflage, making it difficult to obtain definitive proof. The sporadic nature of the sightings adds to the challenge, as does the vast and often inaccessible terrain of the Congo. Number 5. Enigmatic river monsters, fact or fiction, delving into aquatic mysteries. The rivers of the Congo are not just waterways. They are the lifeblood of legends, home to tales of enigmatic monsters that have captivated the imagination for centuries. These stories, passed down through generations, speak of colossal creatures lurking in the murky depths, emerging only to astound and sometimes terrify those who witness them. One of the most legendary of these river monsters is the Mokele Mbembe, often described as a creature resembling a sauropod dinosaur. According to local lore, it inhabits the depths of the Congo River and its tributaries, a behemoth from a bygone era that somehow survived extinction. Eyewitnesses describe it as having a long neck, a small head, and a body as large as an elephant. Its presence in the river is said to be accompanied by turbulent waters and an ominous sense of foreboding. Skeptics argue that the Mokele Mbembe is a myth, a composite of known animals and human imagination. They point to the lack of physical evidence and the improbability of a prehistoric creature surviving undetected in modern times. Yet, the consistency of the descriptions across different tribes and regions adds a layer of intrigue to the legend. Another mysterious entity is the Nguma Monene, said to be a giant snake-like creature with a serrated back. Accounts of its size vary, but all agree that it dwarfs any known aquatic snake. Some claim to have seen it crossing rivers or slithering along their banks, an unforgettable sight that fuels both fear and fascination. Number 6. The haunted mines, echoes of the past, digging into historical haunts. In the shadowy depths of the Congo's abandoned mines, stories of hauntings and eerie occurrences abound. These mines, once bustling with activity, now lie deserted, their tunnels and shafts echoing with the whispers of a bygone era. The tales that emanate from these places are not just figments of imagination, but are deeply rooted in the turbulent history of the region. Miners and locals often recount stories of ghostly figures wandering the labyrinthine passageways, the sounds of picks and shovels, and sudden, unexplained cold drafts. Some speak of seeing apparitions of miners, still toiling away, trapped in an endless cycle of labor and despair. These spectral sightings are said to be particularly prevalent in mines where accidents and tragedies occurred, leaving behind a legacy of sorrow and unrest. Historians and paranormal enthusiasts are drawn to these mines, seeking to uncover the truth behind these hauntings. Are they manifestations of the collective trauma experienced by the miners and their communities, Or could they be actual spirits unable to find peace? The harsh working conditions, coupled with exploitation and conflict, have undoubtedly left an indelible mark on these sites. As we delve into the haunted mines of the Congo, we unearth stories not just of ghosts and ghouls, but of the human struggle and resilience. These mines serve as a somber reminder of the past, their eerie echoes a testament to the lives and legacies of those who once worked within their depths. Number 7. Cryptic cave paintings, messages from ancestors, deciphering ancient art. Nestled in the remote corners of the Congo's vast jungle are caves adorned with cryptic paintings, silent witnesses to the region's ancient past. These cave paintings, some of which date back thousands of years, offer a tantalizing glimpse into the lives and beliefs of the Congo's earliest inhabitants. The art is diverse, ranging from simple handprints and geometric patterns to intricate depictions of animals and human figures. Some paintings are believed to represent daily life, depicting hunting scenes or gatherings, while others seem to have a more spiritual or ritualistic significance, possibly illustrating myths or revered deities. Interpreting these paintings is a complex task, as we strive to understand the context and culture of the artists. Were these paintings a form of communication, a way to record history, or perhaps a medium to connect with the spiritual world? Anthropologists and archaeologists ponder these questions, piecing together the clues left behind on these ancient canvases. One intriguing aspect is the use of color and form, which suggests a sophisticated understanding of art and symbolism. The choice of cave locations also points to their significance, often placed in areas that would have held special meaning or importance to the people of that time. Number 8. Mystifying sky phenomena, unearthly lights, examining aerial anomalies. The night skies above the Congo have long been a canvas for some of nature's most puzzling displays. Among these, the unearthly lights observed in the skies stand out as a particularly mystifying phenomenon. These lights, varying in color and intensity, have sparked a blend of awe and speculation among those who witness them. Eyewitnesses describe these lights as glowing orbs or elongated streaks, dancing and flickering against the backdrop of the night sky. Some accounts liken them to the northern lights, yet they appear in a region where such phenomena are scientifically unexpected. Theories abound, ranging from natural explanations like bioluminescent organisms or rare atmospheric conditions to more outlandish speculations involving extraterrestrial activity. Scientists have taken interest in these reports, suggesting possible causes such as electrical discharges from storm clouds or reflections of light from minerals or gases emitted from the dense rainforest. However, the sporadic nature of these sightings and the challenging terrain of the Congo make scientific investigation difficult. Number 9. The ghostly lullabies of the rainforest, investigating eerie sounds. The Congo rainforest, teeming with life, is also a source of haunting and unexplained sounds that have perplexed locals and visitors alike. Often described as ghostly lullabies, these sounds add a layer of mystery to the already enigmatic jungle. The sounds vary, from melodious humming and whistling to sudden, unexplained crescendos that echo through the forest. Some describe them as eerily human-like, resembling whispers or distant singing. These auditory phenomena typically occur at night, adding to their eerie and unsettling nature. Several theories have been proposed to explain these sounds. Some suggest they are the result of wind passing through the unique topography and vegetation of the rainforest, creating acoustic effects. Others point to the possibility of unknown species of birds or insects whose calls remain unidentified. Biologists and sound experts have conducted field studies, attempting to record and analyze these sounds. However, the elusive nature of these auditory experiences, combined with the dense and inaccessible rainforest, makes conclusive identification challenging. These ghostly lullabies of the rainforest not only contribute to the Congo's aura of mystery, but also highlight the richness and complexity of its ecosystem. They serve as a reminder of how much remains to be understood about the natural world, with the Congo rainforest acting as a living library of undiscovered secrets and wonders. Number 10. Unexplained disappearances. Into thin air, probing into the missing. The dense jungles and vast landscapes of the Congo have been the backdrop for a series of unexplained disappearances that baffle even the most seasoned investigators. Individuals vanishing without a trace, leaving behind only questions and theories, contribute to the region's mystique and aura of danger. These disappearances range from lone travelers to entire groups, often experienced explorers or locals familiar with the terrain. The lack of evidence or clues in many of these cases has led to a myriad of speculations. From getting lost in the impenetrable jungle, falling prey to wildlife, to more supernatural explanations like ancient curses or paranormal activities. Search and rescue efforts in these cases are hampered by the challenging environment of the Congo, with its dense forests, treacherous rivers, and often inhospitable weather. The political and social unrest in certain areas further complicates these efforts, limiting the resources and manpower available for thorough investigations. Despite these challenges, the stories of these unexplained disappearances are a grim reminder of the Congo's untamed and unpredictable nature. They underscore the importance of respecting and understanding the environment, while also highlighting the need for improved safety measures and preparedness for those venturing into these remote areas. Number 11. The Secret Serpent, mythical or real? Hunting for the hidden. Among the myriad of mysteries in the Congo, the legend of a giant serpent stands out. Tales of this enormous creature, feared and revered in equal measure, have been a part of local folklore for generations. Descriptions of the serpent vary, but most accounts agree on its massive size, far larger than any known snake species. The serpent is often described as possessing a formidable presence, with scales that glisten in the sunlight and eyes that seem to pierce through the dense foliage. Witnesses claim to have seen it slithering through rivers and swamps, leaving behind a trail of disturbed water and vegetation. The lack of concrete evidence has led many to dismiss these stories as mere myths or exaggerations. However, some cryptozoologists and enthusiasts argue that the Congo's vast and largely unexplored territories could indeed harbor such a creature, possibly a species yet to be identified by science. Scientific expeditions aimed at uncovering the truth behind these serpent tales have so far yielded little in terms of tangible proof. Yet the persistence of these stories, coupled with the Congo's history of revealing previously unknown species, keeps the intrigue alive. Whether real or a product of the rich tapestry of local folklore, the legend of the Congo's secret serpent is a fascinating example of how natural mysteries and cultural narratives intertwine. It is a testament to the enduring human fascination with the unknown and the allure of exploring the uncharted territories of our planet. Number 12. The Enchanted Mountains, Legends of the Land, Exploring Geological Wonders. The Congo is not only a land of dense forests and mysterious creatures, but also home to some of the most intriguing geological formations in the world, the Enchanted Mountains. These mountains, steeped in local folklore and shrouded in mystique, rise majestically from the earth, commanding awe and reverence. Local legends speak of these mountains as sacred places, inhabited by spirits and guardians of the land. They are often the setting for tales of magic, mysterious lights, and unexplained phenomena. The mountains' unique shapes and the often misty environment lend a mystical air to these stories, blurring the line between reality and myth. Geologically, these mountains are as fascinating as the legends surrounding them. Formed over millions of years, they display a rich tapestry of rock formations, mineral deposits, and unique flora and fauna. Some of the mountains are volcanic, adding to their mystique with occasional displays of seismic activity. Explorers and scientists are drawn to these mountains, not just for their natural beauty and geological significance, but also to understand the cultural importance they hold for the local communities. These mountains are often considered sacred sites, integral to the cultural and spiritual practices of the indigenous peoples. Number 13. Bizarre Plant Life, Nature's Oddities, Delving into Botanical Mysteries. The Congo's vast ecosystems are a hotbed for some of the most unusual and bizarre plant life on the planet. These botanical oddities are not just curiosities, but are integral to understanding the rich biodiversity and ecological complexity of the region. One such wonder is the giant raffia palm, known for its incredibly long leaves, which can grow up to several meters in length. These palms are not just a marvel to look at, but are also vital to local economies and cultures, with their leaves being used for roofing, basketry, and other crafts. Another peculiar specimen is the Mycena luxaeterna, a species of bioluminescent mushrooms found in the depths of the Congo rainforest. These glowing fungi create an ethereal sight in the darkness of the forest, illuminating the ground with their otherworldly light. Then there are the carnivorous plants like the Congo pitcher plant, which has adapted to the nutrient-poor soils by evolving to trap and digest insects. These plants add a slightly eerie but fascinating aspect to the Congo's flora, showcasing the diverse survival strategies in nature. Botanists and ecologists continue to study these unique plants, uncovering the secrets of their survival and adaptation in the challenging conditions of the rainforest. Their findings not only contribute to our understanding of plant biology, but also have potential implications for medicine, agriculture, and environmental conservation. The bizarre plant life of the Congo serves as a reminder of the endless variety and adaptability of life on Earth. It underscores the importance of preserving such ecosystems, not just for their inherent value, but also for the untapped potential they hold for future discoveries. Number 14. The Lost City, Swallowed by the Jungle, Uncovering Ancient Ruins. Deep within the Congo's dense jungle lies a mystery that has intrigued archaeologists and adventurers alike. The legend of a lost city, swallowed whole by the voracious greenery of the rainforest. This enigmatic city, said to have been a thriving hub of ancient civilization, now exists only in whispers and lore. Explorations and expeditions have ventured into the heart of the jungle, driven by tales of stone structures and ruins hidden beneath the thick canopy. These explorers seek evidence of a forgotten city, one that could rewrite the history of human civilization in Africa. The dense vegetation and challenging terrain have kept the city's secrets well guarded, with only tantalizing glimpses of possible ruins being reported. The few artifacts and structural remnants that have been discovered suggest a sophisticated society, knowledgeable in architecture and possibly trade. However, without more substantial evidence, the true nature and history of this lost city remain shrouded in mystery. Number 15. Congo's Cursed Gems, A Sparkling Danger, Investigating the Truth Behind the Myth. The Congo is not only rich in natural beauty and wildlife, but also in mineral wealth, including precious gems. However, some of these gems are said to be cursed, bringing misfortune to those who dare to extract and possess them. This legend of cursed gems has been a source of fascination and fear, blending the allure of wealth with the dread of the unknown. The tales typically involve gems that are extraordinarily beautiful, but are believed to carry a curse due to the circumstances of their extraction. Many of these stories originate from mines where workers endure harsh conditions, leading to a belief that the gems are imbued with the suffering and anguish experienced within the mines. Some accounts speak of personal tragedies and misfortunes befalling those who have handled these gems, fueling the belief in their cursed nature. However, skeptics argue that the so-called curses are mere coincidences, amplified by superstition and the human tendency to find patterns in random events. Researchers and historians delve into these tales, seeking to separate fact from fiction. While the idea of a cursed gem may seem far-fetched, the stories are often rooted in real issues such as exploitation, conflict, and the ethical dilemmas surrounding gem mining in the Congo. The legend of Congo's cursed gems is a poignant reminder of the complex relationship between natural resources and human values. It raises questions about the true cost of beauty and wealth, and the impact of human activity on both the environment and society. Whether cursed or not, these gems carry stories that are as multifaceted and deep as the gems themselves.